Hello, Golden Bear family. It was another jam-packed week at Alcorn Central.
Our top headline this week is about the Alcorn Central chapter of Future Business Leaders of America. This week, they traveled to Northeast Mississippi Community College to compete in a Northern District FBLA conference.
20 students converged on the college campus and 19 of the 20 qualified for state competition. Over 700 students from across North Mississippi were present, so ACHS was well represented. The state FBLA conference will be held in Hattiesburg on the campus of University of Southern Mississippi, March 18th through the 20th.
This week also featured an ACT boot camp, which saw many junior and senior students put a big emphasis on improving their ACT score through tailored test and preparation methods. Our junior students at Alcorn Central will soon be taking the ACT, so we will wish them all luck in the coming weeks as they prepare for this important test.
Freshmen enrolled in Coach Anglin's Exploring Careers class took a trip to the Alcorn Central and Technology Center on Friday to view all the courses that the CTE Center offers. ACTC offers a variety of courses that prepare students to advance in high-demand career fields.
Many students are able to complete courses with industry certifications that lead to better employment opportunities after graduation and give them an edge in competitive programs and scholarship opportunities.
We would also like to say a special shout out to the boys basketball team for a big win Tuesday night over the Hawks of Holly Springs. Kinsley Moore will have more about that game and what lies ahead for our Bears during our sports segment, so stay tuned.
The Alcorn Central Beta Club will be loading in the bus early Monday morning and heading to the Mississippi Gulf Coast for their annual state competition. 18 students will be representing ACHS in events ranging from color photography and mixed media art to small group performance and duo dance.
Many students have already completed virtual academic tests and awards will be presented at the state conference. We wish these students and sponsors the best as they work toward earning spots at the national conference in June.
That's a look inside AC this week.
We'll toss it over to Kinsley for a look at some Golden Bear athletics.
The top headline for sports is a big congratulations to the ACHS boys basketball team for a 65-55 victory over the Hawks of Holly Springs after being crowned division champions this past weekend with a massive overtime win against Boonville in the division tournament. This round one game was played here in the Bears Den Tuesday night with a sizable crowd in attendance. The Bears came out strong and took an early lead in a physical and exciting contest. A highlight of the game was seeing senior number 1 Wilson McDonald score his 2,000th career point in high school basketball, a feat very few athletes accomplish. He was surrounded by friends and family after the accomplishment and was announced as a finalist for the MHSAA Class 3A Mr. Basketball Award, a great honor for Wilson, the Golden Bears, and Alcorn Central High School. The Bears will be in action again Saturday night at home against Thomas E. Edwards High School. Doors open at 5:15. Only state passes will be accepted. Last Wednesday, the Lady Bears powerlifting team traveled to Manatee and had an outstanding showing at the 3A regional meet, bringing home some impressive finishes. First place honors went to Azul Morales and Ava Markle, while Kinsley Moore earned second place and Adiel Kent captured third. The Lady Bears will head back to Manatee on February 28th for the 3A North Half meet. We wish them the best of luck as they compete for a spot at state. Now, turning to the boys powerlifting team, the Bears also delivered at the 3A regional meet held at Alcorn Central last Thursday. First place winners include Riley Dunn, Stephen Rickman, and Michael Wells. Cyrus Bandana and Patrick Fitzgerald each finished second, and Peyton Young placed third. The boys will compete next at the 3A North Half meet at Kossuth on March 7th. Best of luck to all our Bears as they continue. In other sports news, congratulations to the ACHS archery team for picking up their first win of the season against Biggersville. The Bears dominated the targets and made a strong showing. Monday, the tennis team had its first match of the season against Corinth. Head coach Brian Gwatney was pleased to see 2 courts pick up wins. Congratulations to Alana Whittemore for a win in girls singles and Mallory Hayes and Jordy Nelson for a win in girls doubles. The ACHS Lady Bear basketball team went on the road to Independence High School Monday night in round 1 playoff action. After a violent run this season, the Lady Bears fought a good fight, but this season came to an end with a loss against the Lady Cats. Well done for a good season to the Lady Bears. Last night was a packed night of Alcorn Central athletics with baseball, tennis, and archery all in action. Congratulations to Coach Bain and the varsity baseball team for a 24-0 win over Faulkner last night. We also want to congrats to AC Archery for a good showing last night. We'll have a full slate of results and updates next week on ACTV News for those events and all the action from this weekend. That's all for sports.
Best of luck to our Golden Bear basketball team in the second round Saturday night. Everyone come out and show your support. Now, let's take a look at weather with our own Luke Williams.
Hello Golden Bears, I'm Luke Williams with your Alcorn Central weather report. Starting with Friday, we'll have a high of 65 and a low of 47 with a low chance of rain. Heading into the weekend, it will be a chilly weekend with highs in the 60s and lows in the 30s. A light jacket in the evening wouldn't hurt. There's also a chance of rain heading into the week. Heading early into the week, it will be another cold start with highs ranging from low 40s to high 50s. Lows will be really cold with temps in the mid-20s, but luckily the sun will be peeking through early in the week. There shouldn't be rain until later in the week. Wednesday and Thursday will start to warm up a bit with highs in the 50s and lows in the high 30s. There is a 50% chance of rain in the early hours of the days with a chance of showers throughout the day. This week will be a cold and wet one. Make sure to dress in layers and stay dry on wet days. Have a good week, Golden Bears.
Thank you, Luke, for the look at the skies. Now it's time to look at the heart of Alcorn Central by seeing how several students stepped up and served our community with our Learning in Action special report.
Another amazing story this week spotlights students in Coach Mass, Mr. Guadney, and Miss Smith's college and career readiness classes as they went into the local community to help elderly, disabled, and widowed residents with storm damage cleanup. Over 50 students joined to assist with property cleanup. We say a special thank you to Kimberly Clark for donating safety equipment for our students. We also want to thank Riley Mask, a KC employee and member of East Corinth Baptist Church, for volunteering his time to help cut debris for removal. We also appreciate Mayor Ricky Fields for allowing our students to help clean up Farmington Heritage Park. This service project was part of a required college and career readiness standards, but more importantly showed the heart and passion our students and teachers have for the Alcorn Central community. That's a look at the heart of AC in this week's Learning and Action report. I am Addison Corbin. Keep learning and serving.
Thanks, Addie, for that special report. It is really encouraging to see so many Golden Bears making an impact on our community. Before we start to close things out for this week's broadcast, let's take a moment for some motivation with our 2 words insight with Jana Jones.
This week's 2 words gives a nod to the importance of gratitude. The common response to adversity, challenges, or bad days is to blame others or ask, why me? But when we choose to be uncommon, we say thanks to the adversity, challenges, and bad days. Life is happening for you, not to you. When you choose to believe that and say thanks for the hardships that come your way, you open yourself up to growth. This week's pillar is grit, and our key notes include adversity, challenges, gratitude, overcoming obstacles, and growth through adversity. This next week, if you find yourself in a bad spot and when things get hard, remember to say thanks for the good things working in your favor and for the opportunity to grow through the challenges. These are your 2 words for this week. I'm Jana Jones. Don't forget to say thanks.
Thank you, Jana, for those words of wisdom.
From the den to the headlines, this has been another edition of ACTV News.
On behalf of the Alcorn Central Golden Bear family, the AC Media team, and our ACTV crew, I'm Addison Winchell.
And I'm JC Lawson. See you next week on ACTV News.
We are AC.